kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Williams looking for a man. Makes the catch. It's Anger. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. On the play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really...
There he goes! Lowers those pads. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Cowboys will have it first and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Here's a heat. Now he's going to break the pocket. Still on his feet. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
Trying to do it on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies. I mean, you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
The Cougars with Mary off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll move the tight end. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Busts through behind his pad. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Paul. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. And the Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's Paul. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Paul. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So they've got the lead. They can make it a two-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start open.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Williams will pass. He's got it down the middle. The Cougars get it past the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. On the move. Turning it on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This BYU offense set up with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Nacua. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nacua. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. BYU now into the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Williams will pass. Got his man. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Catch in the middle. It's Anger. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires it down the seam. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First and 10. The hook up there, incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. To the ground and try to pick up the first. And the Cowboys are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Cowboys will line it up on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it. Wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bean. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 10 over Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown Cougar. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways. running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Complete downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
On the option. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Another rush.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
BYU with the 1st and 10.
Hey, 27, jump.
Williams looking for a man. Finds space on the right. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Nacua. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, BYU!
Go for a 2-point conversion.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They put together a 7-25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. On the ground, it's Paul. There he goes. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
Williams looking for a man. He's got it. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, BYU!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point, tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Just a hair too much on it for this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The Cowboys get enough to move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Looking for his man. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Cowboys in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And he'll step across Isaac. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Never a doubt. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college